So it's been about a week now since I read about the University of Ottawa cancelling a yoga class due to apparently this was cultural appropriation, and lots of people have commented. Now, finally, Rebel Media has also commented through the commentary of David Menzies. I'll put a link to that video in the low bar. And I've been reticent, I've been reluctant to comment on this, basically because the only thing to say is to point at it and go, look how completely stupid these social justice retards are with their so-called cultural appropriation. I mean, canceling a yoga class? A yoga class? Who's offended by a yoga class? And cultural appropriation, meaning you're stealing somebody else's culture. I'm sorry. Yoga classes have been a popular staple of the hippie, dippy, left-wing, progressive set for as long as I've been alive, which is a little over 40 years. Now it's cultural appropriation? That's stupid. But the point of this video is not to say that's stupid, but to make a comparison. Because something else that is a popular staple of the progressive political left, the social justice set, the, perpetually offended do-gooders, is something that goes by the name of multiculturalism. That's a really good thing, according to them. Celebration and inclusion of other people and other cultures. Well, my question is, isn't multiculturalism exactly the same thing as cultural appropriation? Aren't these two things, in fact, the same thing? Except one of them is good and one of them is bad. Cultural appropriation is bad, but multiculturalism is good. But they're the same thing. So depending on whether you like somebody or dislike them or have an argument or there seems to be no sense here. We're going to shut down and punish and marginalize somebody who engages in multiculturalism by calling it cultural appropriation. And yet somebody who doesn't want to indulge in or practice the culture or the practices of another society, another civilization, no, they're a bigot because they want to keep other people's cultural elements out of their own. And yet if you bring somebody else's cultural elements in, that's bad too. My words fail me here. If you embrace another culture, that's appropriation. And if you reject it, that's bigotry. And if you bring it in, that's multiculturalism, which is good. But if you bring it in, that's cultural appropriation, which is bad. And this is at a university, a center of higher learning. You know what? This society can burn. It can burn. Burn it to the ground. Burn the cities down. Salt the fields. Murder the population. Nuke the planet from orbit. The human race is done. We've reached peak stupidity. By that I don't mean it can't get any dumber than this, because it certainly will. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.